Watcher and welcome to the Music for My Practice Hub, where you're about to get a full singing lesson for how far I'll go from the awesome Moana. Let's sing some Disney! Who am I? I am a classically trained vocal coach who cannot wait for the live action Moana with The Rock playing Maui IRL. How cool is that going to be? And in this video, we are going to follow the 4 fundamentals of good singing. So first of all, we're going to set those foundations by looking at the rhythm of the song. It's quite a simple yet complicated rhythm, as Lin Manuel Miranda's songs are. Then we're going to look at the vowel sounds and how we can create that perfect Disney princess vowel sound. Then we're going to look at those words and look at American pronunciation, those pesky R's, D's instead of T's, fun things like that. And finally, for the magic dust, for the final touch, we're going to talk about I Want songs in Disney films. They are essential to Disney films. They're essential to musicals. So yeah, we're going to have a chat about them. Let's go. So the rhythm is a very steady one. A very gentle one. I've been staring at the edge of the water. So just take a few breaths in and out. Nice long breaths. And in and out. One more time. Breathing in and out. Now, to really ingrain this rhythm into our being, set those foundations, we're going to do some doobie-doobie-doos, dubba-dubbas. And just that rhythm of the song, dubba, 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 dubba. You go, dubba, 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 dubba. I hope you are swaying as well and clicking your fingers. It's the most gorgeous beat. It's the most gorgeous rhythm. Really, you get that feel for that tropical island. Wherever that tropical island may be. I think it's in the South Pacific, isn't it? Somewhere around there. It's just that, that cool vibe. Feel it. Feel that rhythm. I know it can seem a bit, what, really? Can't we just get to the singing? No, the rhythm of the foundations. You wouldn't build a house without foundations, and you wouldn't start singing a song without getting those foundations in. So that's the rhythm. And now the vowels. Okay, this being a Disney song, being a Disney princess song, yes, Moana is a super cool, super strong Disney princess, not to diss Sleeping Beauty or Snow White or any of the traditional princesses. But let's face it, Moana's a different kind of princess. However, there's still those wonderful bright vowel sounds and good, clean, lovely singing that we're only going to get from brightness. And to get that brightness, we're going to do a funky exercise on the piano. I'm going to play a little pattern. We're going to sing it to a bright ma, 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 ma. You know, the sound that babies make. Ma, 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 ma. So you're feeling your soft palate lifted. You're feeling some buzzy sensations here. It's just all bright and lovely and bubbly and Disney princessy. And the pattern that we're going to be singing goes as follows. And if you've got a lower voice, you're going to start down the octave. And as I said, we're going to be singing a ma, really bright, bright sound. Channel your inner Disney princess. Of course, we're going to be working our way up the scale and then back down again. But before we start, before we sing these Mars, we are going to take a quick drinks break. Drinks break. If you have not got a drink, pause the video, run and get one, and hydrate. So important to keep hydrated. Drinks break. So where were we? Well, we're singing a ma to this pattern. Ready? And ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. That was going to happen, wasn't it? Let's start again. And ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Let's go up one more. Ma 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 ma. Coming down. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Well done. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Three more. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Keep them bright. Ma 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 ma. Well done. Now you've got that lovely bright Disney princess sparkly sparkle sound that we can apply to Moana. So sticking with that ma, it's going to be very much ma 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 ma. You know, you get that brightness and you get all that lovely space at the back there, soft palates lifted. It's a gorgeous sound. And now the words, and there are a couple things that I want to talk about when it comes to the words. First of all, the Americanisms, so the R's and the D's instead of T's. If you watched my previous video when I spent a lot of time finding R's, then you'll be familiar with that sound. It's basically you flatten the tongue and bring it forward. It's also a case of not having those R's getting in the way of your singing. They can cut the sound if you don't have this accent. Hey, if you've got an American accent already, fantastic, happy days. You don't need to bother doing anything because it's second nature. But if you talk like what I do, or someone else from the UK, or someone from somewhere else around the world, then you need to watch out for these R's. They are pesky, they trip you up. So staring, we've just warmed up with that ma, all very open vowel, open, lovely. I've been staring. So you're just going to roll that R and have it forward and flat at the edge, bright, of the water. So two things with water. You're not going to sing it water. That's how I would say it. You're not going to say it water. Again, so the D is just a little flip of the tongue. Again, you don't want to cut the sound. Flip of the tongue. And then the R, again, flatten it and have it forward. Just keep saying that. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. See, all very open, all bright. Now remember, I wanted to talk about specifically, because what happens in this song as well is we do things, we sing it in a way that normally with singing we would avoid at all costs. Normally in singing, in traditional singing, so traditional musical theatre, certainly in opera and in all sorts of other traditional types of singing, you get to the vowels as quickly as possible. You get through the consonants. The consonants form the words, obviously. They make it clear what you're saying, what you're singing, but you want to get to the vowels. That's where the sound comes from. That's where the projection, the richness, the colour, everything comes from the vowels. The consonants cut the sound. But what happens in this song is that style, colour, technique comes from the consonants. So the way that remember is sung, remember, you really close off that you hum it. You don't go remember, you go remember. You make it a feature. But I come back. There's another one of those M's. Come back. Instead of come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. And no one knows how far it goes, or knows. Nice and long. Open that mouth, drop that jaw. Make it a nice rich vowel. Less open than the previous vowels, but still open at the back of the throat. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. Oh, I love that bit. So, if there's one thing, one takeaway from the words, it's to have them really nice and wide and bright, like that warm-up exercise we did for the vowels. And finally, I wanted to talk a little bit about I Want songs, because this song, How Far I'll Go, is classed as an I Want song. But what is an I Want song? And why are they so important for Disney films and for musicals in general? Well, the clue is in the name. The name is on the tin. I Want. It's basically the song where the protagonist, where the main character in the film, in whatever it is basically telling the audience through song what they want, what their desires are, what they want from life. Be that a life outside of where they currently are now, which in Moana's case, absolutely, she's, you know, the sea is calling her. She wants to be out there in the sea. She's drawn to that horizon, and she sings herself, see the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. And no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. She wants to save her village by going out to sea. She wants to, you know, she says things, I can lead with pride, I can make her strong, I'll be satisfied if I play along. But the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? She's wrestling with that. I Want songs in Disney. If you were to look up the definition of an I Want song in a dictionary, you're going to see Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid, because she actually sings, I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing. In that one song, you get to know Errol, you get to know exactly where she's coming from, what she wants. It sets the whole scene for the whole film. It's absolutely perfect. In Pocahontas, it's colours of the wind. In Aladdin, it's a whole new world. In The Lion King, it's I just can't wait to be king. Frozen, hello, Elsa's song, Let It Go. That's just the most awesome I Want songs. But then you also have them in musical theatre as well. So in Cabaret, maybe this time counts as an I Want song. Again, it's just saying what Sally Bowles wants, how she's feeling. In Jesus Christ Superstar, I Don't Know How to Love Him, we learn that Mary Magdalene is just head over heels in love with Jesus. In the very beginning of Jesus Christ Superstar, obviously, coming up to Easter, so it's topical. Judas, Heaven on Their Minds. You know how Judas is feeling. It's all very clear. They're the songs where the characters tell us how they're feeling through the medium of song, which, as we know in musicals, is where the words can't quite express it and they have to go into song. So there we go, that's what you need to know for singing How Far I'll Go from the awesome Moana. Please do let me know in the comments how you get on, and also let me know what songs you'd like me to cover in the future, because we're a democracy here at MusicForMy and you choose. If you've liked the video, don't forget to do the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, ring that bell for future notifications. Videos come every single week. We have warm-up videos, we have full singing lessons, we have some random singing chat too, so yeah, I don't want to miss out on that. But otherwise, I will sing with you soon. Bye!